other two examples that you mentioned. So gay marriage.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much Googling you did on me before you got here, but I am gay married. You are in my house right now. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you this entire time. Actually, when I was doing research on you, I got to the gay marriage portion. I stopped reading because I don't know your full opinion, and I did not want to know before we sat down. So now I welcome you to tell me that, and whatever you say, I will continue this conversation in the spirit which I've done it so far.
Right, and I'd say several things. I said this one time, I was in New York with Cardinal Dolan actually, and we were talking to reporters, and I said, if the only thing a gay person hears from the Catholic Church is, you're intrinsically disordered, we got a very serious problem on our hands. If that's what the message has become, the message of the Church to a gay person should be, you are a beloved child of God who's been embraced by the mercy of Jesus Christ and invited to a full share in the divine life. You're a son of God, called to eternal life. There's message one. Now, within that, are there further specifications to be made about anyone's moral life? I mean, my moral life needs a lot of work, trust me, And I need to hear a lot of challenge from the Church. But
we'll do confession at the end.
Afterwards, afterwards we'll have a good conversation about that.
Yeah.
No, but the first thing that a gay person, like any person, should hear is, you're a beloved child of God. And so I agree with those, and Pope Francis has been good on this, that have said, if that's the way our message was coming out, we were disordered. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We had a problem there in the way that message was being conveyed. What's the Church's take? That sexuality has a structure, an intelligibility that's built into it, if you will, by God, and is discernible within our physical, psychological, and spiritual makeup. It's got a proper end and purpose. The Church would say it's for intimacy and for procreation. Therefore, that's the fully integrated, properly expressed form of sexuality. When we fall short of that, I say we on purpose, I mean, we all in different ways, I think, fall short of that ideal, including married people. The Church says no to that. In a certain way, I don't want to press it.
The Church says no to what?
Says no to whatever that imperfection is, whatever that failure fully to integrate the meaning of sexuality. And see, in a certain way, I wouldn't want to press it further than that. That's the Church's job, is to say no to what it perceives to be an inadequate, incomplete integration of the sexual act. So not just gay marriage, but now go across the board. Anything that falls short of that ideal, the Church would say no to. Why? Because it's down on people, it's puritanical, it hates sex. No, it's keeping its bar high and calling people always to that bar. As we all fall short of it, the Church offers at its best the lavish mercy of God. I mean, so that's sort of the context I try to set for that conversation.
Right. So I understand the Church's bar on this.
Yeah.
That's I'm not part of the Church. It's fine for the Church to have that bar. I have no problem with that. So your personal feelings on this matter. So gay marriage was passed, what is it, a year and a half ago or so?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years now. I assume you felt it was the wrong decision by the court. Is that fair to say? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, no, I do, but I don't think I would want to press it much further. I think where we are right now in the States, I'll apply the Aquinas principle. I think it would probably cause much more problem and dissension and difficulty if we kept pressing it.
So then do you not see gay marriage as one of the ones that you said was so pressing earlier when you said that abortion would be one that is so pressing that it could shift, it could alter the course of a country or something? Do you not see gay marriage at that level of severity?
No, I do think it does have a negative impact on the wider society. I do think it is in a certain way, a compromising or undermining of an institution that's key to the health of a society.
Can you explain that a little further? How so?
Just as the dignity of the individual is fundamental morally, so I think marriage, we've classically seen as the great building block of the wider society. So all the different forms of social life are grounded finally in that fundamental form of social life. So marriage open to children is that form. And society, I think, takes that as one of its foundational elements. So I do think there's a compromising if we forget the integrity of that foundation.
Yeah. Is this one of the things where I sense that your heart and your spiritual self maybe aren't quite matched up, because I don't sense judgment from you sitting here. I really don't.
Yeah.
And I don't sense that you would try to legislate to reverse the decision. But I also sense that you can't fully say to me, well, it's okay.
Yeah, no, and that's probably right. The way you just put it there is probably right. I wouldn't want to fully just say, that's great, off you go.
Yeah.
At the same time, I wouldn't want to get onto a Crusaders tank and try to reverse that. And I certainly don't want gay people to have the impression that the church is, in some kind of special warfare against them. It's not. The church is, at its best, is reaching out in love and reaching out with the offer of the divine life. That's what matters. So I feel strongly about that,
Yeah. All right, so we'll do the one other that you mentioned.